You know, in the massive universe of Dune, planets aren't just places where people live. No, they're more like brutal training grounds, cosmic labs, and even galactic prisons. And they're all designed with one goal in mind: to forge humanity into something else, something more. We're talking superhumans, monsters, and keepers of secrets that could change the galaxy forever.
And really, that gets to the core question of the whole Dune universe. What if the very world you lived on, the air, the ground, everything, could literally reshape you? We're about to take a tour of some of the most extreme worlds ever dreamed up, where the environment isn't just a backdrop, it's a character that actively changes you.
Okay, so our first stop is Salusa Secundus. On the surface, it's the glittering capital of the known universe. Just picture it: towering golden spires, grand plazas. It's the very image of imperial power and order. But if you listen closely, you can hear something else humming just beneath that polished surface, something violent.
And this really shows you the weird contradiction at the heart of the capital. On the one hand, you've got this incredible symbol of law and order, the Carino Palace. But then, on the other hand, they have these things called rampage festivals. And yeah, it's exactly what it sounds like. Citizens are encouraged to go out and just smash up old technology to vent their anger. It's literally state-sponsored chaos right in the middle of civilization.
And it gets even stranger. All around the city, you'll find these decorations. They're the rusted-out, lifeless bodies of ancient war machines called Cymex. And they're not tucked away in a museum. They're displayed like statues. It's a constant, kind of chilling reminder that this beautiful, glittering empire was built on a foundation of some seriously unimaginable violence.
All right, so from a world of open, state-sanctioned violence, we're now jumping to a world of hidden secrets. Rosak. I mean, it might look like a paradise from orbit, but this lush jungle is hiding secrets within secrets. And trust me, each one is more shocking than the last.
So we land on Rosak, a world covered in this silvery purple foliage, and the air is just thick with the smell of alien flowers. And living here, in these ancient cliff cities, is a mysterious and super powerful group known only as the Sisterhood. From the outside, it just looks like some kind of mystical training school or a retreat, but it is definitely not.
Because here's the thing. The planet itself is toxic, and deep inside the very same caves where the Sisterhood trains, they're also caring for children they call the Mistborn. These are kids born with severe mutations, all caused by the planet's poisons. So that's secret number one. Their beautiful paradise is actually killing people. But believe it or not, that isn't even their most dangerous secret. I mean, what could possibly be a bigger secret than hiding mutated children in a hidden cave? This is it. Tucked away behind a holographic wall, in a secret grotto, they are breaking the single greatest law in the entire empire. They're using forbidden thinking machines, computers, to run a gigantic genetic database. It's all part of a secret breeding program that stretches across the whole universe. Okay, so from a planet buried in secrets, we're now headed to the most important planet in the entire galaxy, Arrakis. It is a barren, sun-scorched, absolute wasteland that, against all logic, holds the key to, well, everything.
It all comes down to this. Arrakis is the only place in the known universe where you can find the spice melange, and the spice is, without a doubt, the most valuable substance in existence. You control Arrakis, you control the spice. You control the spice, you control the universe. Simple as that.
And the spice does some absolutely wild things. For starters, it can basically double a person's lifespan. It can also unlock hidden psychic powers. But most importantly, it's the one and only thing that allows starships to safely navigate through deep space. Without a steady flow of spice, the entire empire just collapses.
So why not just go mine all of it? Well, there's a pretty big catch. Trying to harvest the spice will almost certainly get you killed. The entire planet is patrolled by colossal sandworms. We're talking monsters hundreds of meters long that just erupt from the sand to devour anything that makes a steady, rhythmic sound. Like, mining equipment. Now, using that spice to navigate the stars requires a very special kind of person. And that journey takes us to our next set of worlds. Planets that are basically dedicated to some of the most bizarre and, frankly, terrifying biological experiments you can imagine. So meet a guild navigator. They start out as a regular human, but then they're submerged in a tank that's totally saturated with concentrated spice gas. This forces this absolutely grotesque mutation turning them into a being that can literally see the pathways of spacetime and guide a massive starship instantly from one side of the galaxy to the other.
And where do they make these guys? On the planet Kolhar. And let me tell you, the landscape is a truly chilling sight. It's just vast, paved fields covered with thousands upon thousands of these huge sealed tanks. And inside each one, a human is going through that agonizing transformation. It's literally a factory for producing living supercomputers.
But what happens when the mutation goes wrong? Yeah, that horrifying secret is hidden away on the poison gas world of Denali. In a top-secret lab there, scientists study the failures, the disembodied but still living brains of the Navigator candidates who didn't make it. They're just kept alive for research. That is the insane cost of interstellar travel in this universe.
For our final stop, we're going to venture out to the forgotten backwaters, the fringe planets way out on the edge of the Empire. And as we're about to see, even the most remote corners of this universe are designed for a specific purpose.
You get such a mix out here. First, you've got Lankavale, this gloomy, cold world of sleet and fjords where the disgraced House Harkonnen is basically in exile, harvesting whale fur just to survive. Then there's a world like Kepler, a peaceful farming planet that's so valuable it's protected by an entire Imperial fleet. And then you have Tupile, which is basically a ghost planet. It's a secret sanctuary for fugitives, and its location is known only to the mutated minds of the Guild Navigators.
And really, that's the big takeaway from all this. In the Dune universe, there's just no such thing as a normal place. From a gloomy whale fur planet to a secret hideout only a navigator can find, every single world is an extreme environment that shapes the people living on it in dramatic and often pretty brutal ways.
So, after touring all these alien landscapes of fear, power, and mutation, it kind of leaves us with one last thought, right? If the world you lived in was specifically designed to push you to an absolute extreme, who, or maybe what, would you end up becoming?